Good day everybody. On this video I'm going to show you how you can combine both Flask and Selenium in actually building a web automation and run it as a web service. And what I mean by running it as a web service is that you can build an API like web automation in the sense that you can run your automation on the web and then build an API like data extraction using your Flask and Selenium. Okay, let me show you as an example of what I already have here. This is the first video, and on this first video I'm just going to show you how you can actually set it up and how you can actually make a request on your Flask web service and then return a Selenium data script information from that end. Okay, the first thing we are going to do is we are probably going to import the libraries that we need. We import Flask and then respond, and then we are going to import Selenium and then the WebDriver, and thirdly we are going to import Selenium and then the Chrome option that allows us to set some headless and then disable some GPUs and actually do a sandbox to make sure that the website is not seeing us as an automation machine. We are actually trying to mitigate some things, and then this is where we set our WebDriver and then we set our options. This is the website that we are going to test. We are going to check on python.org, and I believe we are allowed to do this. And then we are now going to assert if the the title of the website is if there is Python there, if there is Python on the title, and then we are now going to return the web page. That's the page source, and then we'll close our driver, and then this is what we are returning. And then let's now build our Flask URL, and then this is our Flask route. The first Flask route we are going to look at, we are going to build the Selenium, what we have gotten from the Selenium task that we already did, and then we want to get to the Selenium. We want to call the function. We already called the function here, and we're now going to return the response from the page source, and then return it as a HTML type of text. So, and then our default route is going to be that return OK if everything is working perfectly. You return OK, and our next class I'll show you that you're not actually meant to return OK. You can actually return maybe what's it called? You can return like the documentation of your API. I'm going to build that, and you're going to see how all those things work. You can return like something like shows how the person can interact with the routes, how the person can the commands that they need to send on the URL in order to get a better and performance result. And then we are now running on host 000, and then let's now test it and see how if we are actually going to get a good result on it. Okay, we are now running at port 5000. Okay, let's go to our URL and try this. 1 2. You can see we are getting 200, and our website is ascertaining that we are on this route. We are getting 200 here. So now let's now try Selenium, and let's now see. Okay, let's now run Selenium and see if we are going to return the HTML text of the python.org that we send the request to. As you can see, we are returned the HTML text and then the format, and then this is how you can actually make, when you send a request, you are not going to run the Selenium when the Flask is actually running. You can build the Flask to do so many other things, but when you now want to run an automation, you can now send a request on your website, on your Flask website server URL, and then you're not going to get a result from it. On our next video, I'm going to show you how you can actually build an API like Flask and Selenium web service that you can now send a request and it's going to script and then return back those requests to you. Okay, this is all I have for you. The reason why they are not seeing when I'm the WebDriver that I'm using, maybe the URL, the way I dropped it on my host computer, is I already installed it using a WebDriver service, and the reason why I have to remove the WebDriver is because if I don't remove it, that's the WebDriver manager. If I don't remove it, at every point in time I run the script, it's going to install a WebDriver for me, which is going to be eating up my memory. So I have to remove it and then run it with the already existing one that I've already installed for me. So this is all I have for you guys. I'm going to drop the script on the description below. You can go ahead and play around with it and make some other requests. I can't wait to see you on the next video, where I'm going to show you how you can actually build your own web service and everything using Flask and your own API like automation using Flask and Selenium. Good day once again, and God bless you.